A billionaire CEO unexpectedly encountered his former lover from 10 years ago while visiting the doctor for treatment. However, the woman didn't recognize the CEO. Just as she was about to conduct a more thorough examination of his condition, the CEO panicked and left abruptly. The woman looked at the CEO's team members with confusion. Later, while going to get hot water, the woman was still reflecting on the strange behavior of that patient. She suddenly realized that the patient's eyes reminded her strongly of her ex-boyfriend, so she immediately rushed outside to confirm her suspicions. But the CEO didn't want any extended contact with the woman and left directly with his team. The woman knew the CEO still held a grudge against her because it had been her mother who had forced them to break up all those years ago, preventing their relationship from continuing. The woman thought she would never cross paths with the CEO again. One day, a fire suddenly broke out in a residential area, and the CEO immediately rushed to the scene. While the CEO was evacuating civilians, the woman charged into the building. The CEO quickly tried to stop her, but after the two locked eyes for several seconds, he brought the woman into the rescue operation. After an hour of rescue efforts, all the trapped residents were safely evacuated. Watching the man she loved become a hero, the woman fell even more deeply for the CEO. After some consideration, she went to the CEO's house that evening. However, because of the severe humiliation the woman's mother had inflicted on the CEO's family years ago, his entire family harbored deep resentment toward the woman and refused to see her. When the woman returned to work at the hospital, she encountered an unreasonable patient who was about to strike her when the CEO appeared just in time to protect her. As the CEO was leaving the hospital, the woman chased after him and tried to ask him out for coffee, but the CEO rejected her without hesitation. Although the CEO had firmly refused her invitation, he immediately began to regret it. After returning to his fire station, he told his close friend about encountering the woman. The friend, knowing that the CEO had never gotten over her, advised him that he couldn't keep living in the past. The CEO fell silent. On the other hand, the woman was also thinking about how to continue making contact with the CEO. While she was at a KTV with friends, she suddenly heard that firefighters had come for an inspection. Thinking it might be the CEO, she went to look for him, but she didn't see him anywhere. Just as the woman felt disappointed, another accident the next day brought her and the CEO together again. However, this time the woman still didn't get a chance to chat with the CEO because they were both busy saving lives. The woman then went to the fire station and asked the guard to call the CEO out to see her. But after waiting for a long time, the CEO never appeared. The woman realized he still didn't want to see her and left in disappointment. In reality, the CEO had been watching her from a distance the entire time. The next day, the city was hit by heavy rainfall. Due to the high number of emergency patients, the woman was called back to work overtime. When she was driving through a tunnel, her car suddenly broke down and water immediately began flooding in. The woman quickly called for help, and in this critical moment, the CEO broke through her car window and rescued her. After being saved, the woman asked the CEO if he had known it was her in the car. The CEO replied that he would have rescued anyone, even if it had been a dog trapped inside. The woman looked at the CEO with sadness, but he never spoke another word to her after that.